Hello. Today we will explore an innovative approach to environmental justice in the Philippines. As one of the countries most vulnerable to climate change, the Philippines needs stronger systems for accountability and governance. This framework connects two critical sustainable developmental goals, which is SDG 13, climate action, and SDG 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Our five-step cyclical framework creates a dynamic system where as citizens and institutions work together to protect our valuable environment and ensure climate justice for all Filipinos. So, let me show you how this works. The framework operates as a continuous cycle, not just a linear process. The cycle begins with legal foundations, moves through public participation and accountability, leads to reform, and then reinforces the entire system through ongoing assessment. This design ensures our environmental laws don't remain static documents but living systems that adapt and improve over time. First, we establish a strong legal and policy foundation. This begins with recognizing a constitutional right to a stable climate through our proposed Climate Justice Act. This legal foundation creates the mandate for all subsequent action. It establishes clear principles for environmental protection and sets the standards against which future actions shall be measured. Without this foundation, the remaining steps would lack legitimacy and enforcement power. So this steps transforms environmental protection from aspiration to obligation. Second is public participation and access to justice. This step creates specialized environmental courts and ensures public access to government reports on environmental performance. When citizens can easily see how government agencies and corporations are performing on environmental standards, they become effective watchdogs. This transparency empowers communities to hold institutions accountable. Public participation ensures that environmental governance isn't happening behind closed doors, but in the open where everyone can contribute. Third comes accountability, where tangible consequences are applied. When violations are found, penalties, fines are both issued to government agencies and corporate actors. These aren't just financial penalties, but may include remediation orders, operational restrictions, or other legal consequences designed to address environmental harm. Accountability measures ensure that the standards established in step 1 have real teeth and that violations don't go ignored. Fourth is reformation. Based on the findings from accountability measures, laws may be changed or left untouched depending on whether violations occurred. If the system is working well, but the law needs updating, reforms are made. If the problem is implementation rather than the law itself, the focus shifts to improving enforcement. These steps ensures our legal framework remains dynamic and responsive to real-world conditions and emerging challenges. Step 5 is reinforcing, where performance audits expose agency inefficiencies, potentially leading to internal reforms or better funding. These steps also evaluates whether the previous steps achieve their intended outcomes and identifies areas for improvement in the entire cycle. The results flow back to the beginning of the cycle, creating pressure to refine either the law or the institution themselves, ensuring continuous improvement. This five-step cycle creates a self-reinforcing system that combines legal foundations, citizen participation, accountability mechanisms, reform processes, and continuous assessment. Together, these elements transform environmental governance from static regulations to a dynamic, responsive system that protects our environment and ensures climate justice for all Filipinos. By implementing this framework, the Philippines can strengthen its resilience to climate impacts while creating a model of environmental justice that other nations might follow. Thank you for learning about our approach to environmental justice today.